Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We are going to do a cash stuffing today. If you missed my last video, we did do a budget with me so you can see kind of our cash breakdown and where we are spending our paychecks this week. But go ahead and keep watching if you're interested in the cash stuffing. So we are going to stuff today $3,041. That's a good bit today, but I'm not sure if you guys know, I used to not pull our money out for our rent, but I found in the last few weeks, months, that we still have our spending problems. So we dipped into our rent last time, so I'm not going to get burned on that again. So I am now taking rent out of our bank account. That way we are clear on obviously not spending that. We are a month ahead on our bills. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Brittany. I appreciate you watching today's video, and definitely check out my previous videos. But we are a month ahead on our bills. So we are stuffing right now for December's bills. We have already paid November's, and then the rest of our cash stuffing are just actual week-to-week expenses like groceries, miscellaneous, etc. And then we do have some sinking funds. So we are going to stuff all of that today. So we're going to go into our first binder here. I'm not going to count out the cash to start today just because it is quite a bit and I don't want to make this video too much longer than it already needs to be. So we are going to just get right into the stuffing. So I apologize if this reflections is being a problem. You might stand these up. I want to make sure that I'm not blinding you guys. So I might just put it over here, see if it stands up right there. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. All right, let's slide this cash over here into the frame. Okay, so right here is our rent. I have not put a rent envelope in here, but I am asking for some new binders for Christmas. I definitely want to go for a kind of more minimal look, so definitely stay tuned for the next few videos. Hopefully I can get some new envelopes or new binders and kind of go for a more minimalist look. Super excited. The different labels and stuff drives me absolutely crazy. I don't have a rent envelope yet, so this is our rent money here. So we'll go ahead and stuff that first. We're going to work on our bills. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 1,000 in hundreds. Let's count that one more time. I felt like it stuck a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And then a 50 and a 5. Unfortunately, our rent is expensive, but I do see that rent is starting to come down. So hopefully we can maybe renegotiate our rent. And if we need to move, we can. Obviously, I hate to move my son again, but I think being able to save a few $100 a month is going to make a big difference. So in total, our rent is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 2,110. I believe our rent is actually, yeah, that's about right. I thought it was 2,055, but we'll leave that in there just because there's usually some kind of fee to pay for the rent via online. So we'll just go ahead and plan for that. Okay, so for Black Pest, we are going to do another 7. We do rent, but I do pay for the pest control. I am not a bug person by any means, so I like to make sure all the bugs are away from my house. So we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have 21, is that right? Yes, we have 21 in our Black Pest. So that is one of the automatic bills. And then the rest of them, so we have a few subscriptions that are, let's see, like our, we have Adobe and Apple. Those are automatic drafts. I don't have an envelope for those just because the amount is very small. We do keep a buffer in the account, so I just leave that money in the bank. Pest is the only other, I believe, automatic bill. All other bills I manually go in and pay. I have just seen and heard of horror stories of companies not stopping the drafts when you've requested it or anything like that. So I just don't allow any company to have access to my bank unless it's absolutely necessary. So I will continue to just go in and pay myself. Okay, so we are going to add 19 to our student loans. I am kind of following the whole student loan forgiveness debacle. Hopefully they'll approve something, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep paying for it like it's not gonna happen. I do have one account that is active. The rest of them are still in deferment. We have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. I feel like that is short for student loans. Oh, we do have one more. That's why. We do have one more paycheck. So some of these bills are coming out of only when my husband gets paid, which is twice a month. And then some of them are getting taken out each week when I get paid, which is 4 times a month. So I am a little bit short for our student loans, and I realize I do have more money coming out in the next check because I have one more before the end of the month. Okay. All right, internet. We are going to put $50 into our internet. No. Internet's gonna get 16. So we have a 10, a 5. I hope you guys have had a great weekend so far. I am filming this on Sunday. You will see it actually today. I usually try to film this on Saturdays, but our Saturday was very busy yesterday. But I hope you've had a great weekend so far. I'd love to hear what you guys have been up to. We actually went to a mall that's not in my area, and we went to the store called Box Lunch. Let me know if you're familiar with that store down below, but man, that is an amazing store. Excuse me, I am a huge fan of Disney, Sailor Moon. I grew up back in the day with Sailor Moon. Sailor Jupiter was my girl, so I absolutely loved it, but the store has like other anime stuff, Disney, The Office, Stranger Things, so super cool store. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of like a pulp culture, less goth version of Hot Topic type thing. I did buy a little purse to take on our vacation coming up for Disney, so super excited. Oh, and they do have Harry Potter, and I did buy a Elder Wand purse that is super pretty, super like minimal Harry Potter. It's not like in your face Harry Potter. I love it. It's so pretty. But anyway, if you guys have heard of that store, let me know. I'd love to hear if there's any other fans that like to shop there, and their rewards program is actually really nice. Okay, so internet is 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48 in internet. So we did spend most of our day out yesterday, super busy, but it's nice to have a little bit of more of a low-key Sunday. It is football Sunday, so of course my husband is watching his game right now, and then I think we need to go out and get some diapers and stuff for the week. For cell phone, we did add 50, so 50, 1, and 150. So 150 in cell phones, and then in our car payments, we are going to add 150 for my car and 100 for my husband's car. There we are. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 450 and 5, right? Yeah, 5 for our cars. There's that. All right, and then our car insurance, we are gonna need a 50. So it looks like 94 is what we're gonna do. Oh, no, that's 100, not 100. A 50, 2 20s, and 4 1s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we are adding 50, 70, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're adding 94. Let's get all these bills put away. All right, and for car insurance, we have 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. So we have 188 in our car insurance. That should be right on track. And then for daycare, we are adding 2 100s. We have 6 50s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 20s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 10 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so my mom watches the babies, or my child and my niece, and my mom also does cash stuffing So I try to always give her different denominations to work with. I've gotten her on this bandwagon of cash stuffing, and she actually really enjoys it. It's really nice to really see like where your money's going and that kind of thing. So let's count this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 455, 556, 657, 758, 859, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1000, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93, 3, brain fart, 3, 10, 20, geez. Okay, so 1,000, was it 1320? So I believe that's right, because there's 2 extra days in December. So there is our daycare for next month, which is awesome. Okay, credit card, we are gonna add 100 to credit card, and then also another 50. So this is for my husband's credit card as well as mine. We have not done great about paying off my credit card, which is supposed to happen every month when we do gas. So I need to get back, and I want to make sure that card's paid off before the end of the year. So we will get back into focusing on that. We've been focusing on paying off my husband's card since mine's been paid off, but we have not been really good about paying it off every time we get paid. So I'm gonna go back and make sure that my card gets paid off, and then we'll go back to working on my husband. So if you guys are curious, I will be doing a debt confession update at the end of the year. That was my first video of 2022, was my debt confession, and I think a lot of things have changed since then. So definitely stay tuned for that update. We're super excited to continue on the journey and get everything paid off. Okay, so for credit cards, we got 1, 2, 253 going towards credit cards so far this month. All right, and then electricity, we are going to do 53. So we're going to do a 50, and 3. So a lot of times stuff like this, it's based on like consumption. I will try to go on the website towards the end of the month and just confirm what that amount is. I'm guesstimating based on last month. So sometimes I've over budgeted or under budgeted. So I do try to make sure that those last 2 paychecks of the month take care of what that future bill looks like, if that makes sense. Because if I try to budget it at the beginning of the month, that bill is not available yet. So again, I'm basing it off of last month, and then as we get closer to the end of the month, I will confirm what that amount is and make adjustments as needed. So we have 51, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 118 in electricity. All right, and then water, we are gonna add, looks like we're gonna add 30 to water, so another 20 and a 10. So 20, 40, 50, 60. All right, 60 here. All right, and then pet care is not gonna get anything. Pet care is actually our dog grooming. So we have our dogs coming, our groomer coming next week, which I'm super excited about. I did not realize how bad my dogs actually need their groom right now. I feel terrible. I used to groom them before I had my child, and with moving here and Mason being sick for so long, and the holidays coming up and the vacation, it's just kind of been out of sight, out of mind type of thing. And then I realized how bad they actually need it. So I'm really excited, looking forward to them getting their hair cut. Okay, so we're gonna jump into, all right, pause. I gotta go get my wallet. I forgot my wallet. Okay, sorry guys, I had to run and get my wallet. So I do use a Kate Spade wallet. I do have these little dividers in here. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned in my last video, but these dividers actually came from my old Savvy Sense wallet. I haven't used that in a while just because it got pretty used. It was loved and abused, that's for sure. So I did get this Kate Spade wallet, and these dividers actually fit in it, which is awesome. So that's where I got those. There's a lot of wallets out there, but I definitely am looking to order, what's it called, an A5, so I can keep it in my bag, because there's so much cash that I would like to have access to, especially right now during the holidays, like Christmas money. And my husband and I just started some medication, so I'd like to have our health money on us, because every now and then we're like, oh yeah, we need to go pick up our prescription, and I don't have our cash on us, but I don't have enough tabs to put that in my current wallet. And I feel like if I just put the money in there, I'll tell myself, oh, you'll remember it's for our health, our prescriptions. But to be honest, my memory's awful, and I will look at it tomorrow and be questioning myself as to what that money is. I know myself well enough. So I love to get an A5 for Christmas. That way I can put it in my purse in addition to my wallet. That way I have those kind of random cash envelopes that I need. Okay, so we're gonna jump into our cash envelopes. So Mason is listed first. He is my son. We'll put 40 in there. This covers diapers, wipes, anything small like that. We actually still have his body wash and stuff from our baby shower 2 years ago. It's crazy how much we actually got of that stuff. I need to go through and make sure nothing's expired, but it's crazy the amount of stuff we have. Sorry, my camera just started framing. It looked weird on the screen. Okay, so groceries, we're gonna do 160. This is pretty normal for us. We've been doing okay sticking within this budget. So we're gonna do 160 for groceries. Our animals, we are gonna put 50 in animals this week. We'll probably need to stock up on some cat food and litter. Dining out, we are gonna do, well, we are not gonna stuff, usually I stuff dining out here, but we did use that this morning actually for breakfast. So I think I had $7 left, and it's in the kitchen, so we won't put any money there. And then miscellaneous, we will be adding 40 here. All right, so that is our cash envelopes for the wallet, so I will put that in later. Okay, so we're going to jump into our our sinking funds now. So I have a few different binders here, and I do divide them up specifically. So this binder here is our more short-term sinking funds, so stuff that we will be using in the next few months. So we do have Christmas. Christmas is a fully funded fund. Right now it has a placeholder of $1,000. It actually is a little bit less than that because I have started spending. So hopefully in the next week or so I can update this. I would like to pull maybe half of that out. I think we've spent around 130. I just finished shopping for my son, so we're about $130 less than this 1,000. So I'd like to maybe pull the rest up to 500 into the bank account and get cash out for that, and then leave 500 in the high yield until we're really ready to buy the rest of our gifts. We probably won't do that until after our vacation. Okay, date night, we're not going to stuff anything in there. Since we have a vacation coming up, we're not concerned about date night right now. Speaking of vacation, we do a fully funded vacation fund. That is $2,000. That is in the bank. That is in addition to the rest of it that we've already paid for. So we've paid for our Disney resort and our tickets, and that kind of thing. But I believe we still have the hotel on the second half of our trip, as well as tickets to the aquarium that we're going to, and then the rest of it's like frivolous, like shopping. So that's for that. All right, so health is, so birthday's next. I do have a few envelopes that I had taken out, and again, I just end up putting these in my bag, and then they get kind of tossed around and bent up. So another reason why I want some A5 envelopes in a binder. So all right, so birthday goes right here. And in birthday, we are going to put some money in this. My husband has a birthday in December, so I always try to make sure it stays separate from the Christmas. So for birthday, we're going to put 25 in. So a 20 and a 5. So right now we have 25, 35, 6, 7. So we have 37 right now in birthday. I think he's the only other birthday coming up that we got to worry about for the rest of the year, I think. All right, in health, we are going to add another 15 to health. All right, a 10 and a 5 here. So we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 in health. All right. And then for clothing, we're not going to add anything to clothing, and we're not going to add anything to beauty. In hair, I will go ahead and add 25 into hair. My husband will be getting his hair cut here shortly before our trip. So we have 20, 35 in hair. I did recently just get my hair done. I don't know if you can tell in my last video. So in my budget with me's, I do try to have a screen on myself, that way you guys can see me as I'm going through our budget. I don't know if you can tell, my hair is a lot darker, which is nice. I'm super excited to have darker hair again. Okay, nails, we are gonna put 130 in our nails. All of my nails are pretty much broken and pretty janky. It's kind of hard to tell in this camera, but they are really short. They've all cracked. So they definitely need some loving. So we are putting gel extensions on again. So 120 and 30. So we'll do that actually tomorrow, I think. So super excited. So in the next few videos, you'll be able to see the new nails, which I'm super excited about. I am doing a Disney theme since we are going to Disney soon. I will be doing some Disney nails. Okay. And then cake funds is another one that goes in here, right here. And for cake funds, we're not going to put any money in there. This is for when I make cakes for family. That way it doesn't come out of my grocery budget. All right, and then gifts, we're not going to do anything in there either. Again, I don't have anything planned coming up for any kind of weddings or baby showers or anything, so we are good on gifts for now. Okay, so we are going to jump to our next binder here, and our next binder is our more long-term, but definitely still going to use it envelopes. So this is like Amazon Prime, any like yearly memberships, or like my son's birthday for next year that we're saving for, that kind of thing. So there is an end date. It will be used at some point, just farther down the road. So for Amazon Prime, we are going to add another $2. All right, so we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we have 24 in Amazon Prime. All right, and then Mason's birthday for next year. He just turned 2 in September, so we are working on next year's birthday. He is gonna get 20 in his, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2. So we have 102 for Mason's birthday. All right. And then we have debt. So we'll leave this. We're not putting anything in here right now. I will count it. So hopefully we can get a little bit more money in here before the end of the month, but we do have $40 in here. So this will actually go towards whatever debt we are currently working on, which now is my credit card. We were doing my husband's credit card, but we unfortunately have to shift gears and go back to mine because we want to make sure that that does not get out of hand. All right, so our last binder here is our more long-term, hopefully we don't need it, but we at some point we probably will, kind of thing. So home maintenance, again, we do rent, but we are responsible for the small things like light bulbs, and air filters do come with our rent, but you know, we like to floor cleaners, the light bulbs, the air fresheners, that kind of thing I try to use with this money, as well as our lawn care does go in here, but we are done with the lawn care for the year. Car maintenance, we're not going to stuff right now. Car maintenance was fully funded. We had to get my husband's new battery for his Jeep about 2 months ago or so, so I am trying to pay that back. That way we are back to a fully funded car fund or car maintenance fund. My car is newer, so I'm not concerned right now. Tire rotations, oil changes, all that is covered with my vehicle. Health is actually our health deductible. Ultimately, I would love to get this as a fully funded health deductible. My son recently did get diagnosed with some health issues that he got basically from me. It's hereditary. So I do want to make sure this gets beefed up because we will start going to see more doctors for him, as well as we're probably going to look into the glasses at some point, hopefully probably a few years down the road, but something we do need to start keeping in mind since we know that that's in his future for sure. Vet, we are saving. We do have 2 dogs and a cat. If you're not familiar, we do have 2 little toy poodles named Tucker and Oliver, and then we have a cat named Lucy. So this is to cover any vet bills. We do have a care credit card that we can use for our vet, but I am trying to save as much as we can in cash. One of my dogs, Tucker, did have surgery when he was 3 years old, and unfortunately, when they have back problems, they're pretty much always going to have back problems. He's done really well the last few years. He's also the one that had seizures. So we haven't had a seizure in a long time, knock on wood. And he's done really well. We do still baby his back, that kind of thing. So we had to make some lifestyle adjustments for him. But anyways, we are saving for vet bills in the future just in case we need them. All right, so that is that. We're not going to stuff anything in this binder here. The last thing we are going to stuff though is my son's savings. I do try to always make sure he has some money going into his savings account. And then he also gets all of our rolled change. So we have quite a bit of change to roll, and as that gets rolled, it will get deposited into his bank. We do have a high yield for him right now, so that's where our rolled change goes. So he has 500 in the bank. This is a placeholder, and this actual money is in the bank. And then we are going to add this 50 here. So he has 51, 50, 70, 90, 2, 10, 15, 16. So he has 216 plus this, so he has $716 so far. We will obviously want to continue to let that grow. Once it hits a certain milestone, we'll probably throw it into a CD and lock it up for a little while and try and get some more interest on it. Retirement, we do have some retirement money here. As of right now, we are just going to use a high yield savings account. The economy is just not where it needs to be, and I am ignorant enough in retirement options that I'd like to maybe set up a Roth IRA, I think is what the route we're going to go. Possibly a 401k, or I'm sorry, a Roth 401k. So I just learned about those, so I believe my job offers that, so we might look into that as well. But the stock market and all that stuff just makes me super nervous. I'm not comfortable in all that enough to put all of our money in that. Okay, and then future home, we do have some money here just for future home expenses. Hopefully we can start look into buying next year. Okay, and then side hustle, this is just if we get any side hustle money, we'll put it in here and then reallocate it. All right, guys, so that is all of our cash stuffing today. All of this stuff will be linked down below. I do not recommend this binder, so this will not be linked down below. The plastic is very hard and difficult to use. The class doesn't work anymore, so I don't recommend this binder, but of course the envelopes are easy. And then I did get Mason's name from a shop on Etsy, so I really like his name on there. And then the rest of these are from Amazon, all these holders here. Like I said, I did order some new ones of these. I requested some that have gold spines and some that have black spines, so I'm super excited about that. And then I think I'm going to do some like white inserts in all these envelopes to just kind of like white everything out and make it look a little bit cleaner. And then I will probably start making my own labels. I don't have a Cricut or anything, but I just have a basic label maker, and that'll work too. But having all these different kinds of labels kind of drives me crazy. So and unfortunately some of these labels don't come in the prepackaged ones in Amazon, but I do love these rose gold ones. They came from Amazon. So but yeah, these are all of our binders here, and then I do have my pink Bill's binder here as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys are up to this weekend, and if you've been to Box Lunch or heard of it before, and let me know if you guys have any recommendations when it comes to shopping there. If there's like good sales certain times of the year or whatever, definitely let me know. I'd love to hear. And thanks again for watching and all your support. Welcome if you are new to the channel. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.